Hello everyone, welcome to day 5 of Pilates. Thank you for joining me. We focus on our breath and how to breathe efficiently so we don't use our upper shoulders and neck so much. We focus on how to breathe and to not move our lower back or to move our lower back. We focus on laying on our back, side, and on our stomach and how to move our arms as well. We've done a lot. Now we're going to add a bit more challenge to those basic things, right? You're moving really well. I'm using a pillow, a yoga block, a light stretch band, and some towels, right? And if you don't have these props as I have them, it's okay. Do the best you can with what you have. I'm going to start laying on our back, and you're welcome. Right. Now, again, I have this flat towel. It's not very thick. It's almost flat to the floor, just behind my waist because that's where my lower back is. And I want to just be mindful that my lower back placement is important, right? That tactile feedback from the towel in terms of putting more pressure or less pressure on that towel can be really foundational. The pillow is great because it helps your neck and shoulders stay calm and ease with tension as much as you can. When you're lying on the pillow, you want to have your face looking to the ceiling or towards your legs a little bit. What you want to try not to do is to have your head tilt back so you're looking to where the wall and ceiling meet overhead. Now, this band, I'm going to have the middle of the foot in the middle of the band. The band comes from my foot to my pinky fingers, palms facing each other. So pinky finger first, thumb last, 2 fists. Other knee is bent, foot down. Bend your elbows to the floor. That knee is bent. Now, right here, you want to think about your shoulder placement. Is it comfortable? If you have a lighter band, it's less aggressive on your shoulders, right? Because it's not going to pull them too much. If you have a heavier band, it's more supportive for your leg, but a little harder on your shoulders. So things to be aware of, like we did last set, day 4, is that your shoulders don't get pulled forward here markedly, right? They want to stay where they are as much as they can. That's where the pillow really helps. Now you also want to think about your lower back. With your leg bent in the air like this, create the same sensation of your lower back, not tension back there. It's not effortful. You're not doing a lot of effort there, but try not to have all of your weight bearing down onto that towel. A little less pressure is good if you can manage that without tension or strain. If that doesn't feel good to you, then go back to that sense of pressure or try and do even less pressure, right? Everyone's different. Everyone needs different things. I just want to make sure that putting more pressure on the towel isn't always the way to go in terms of having strain or stress. You've got to play with what works best for you over time, and that may change a bit. Take a deep breath in, keeping your elbows and wrists still. Exhale deeply, press the leg out only as far as your lower back is comfortable. Easy. As you inhale, ribs expand, bend that knee towards you. Really great. See, it's easy. Again, exhale. Other leg stays very still. Try not to let it fall out to the side. Keeping your lower back very still. Strong exhale there. Keeping your lower back still. Inhale, bend it towards you. Try not to put more or less pressure on the towel as you move. You can experiment as you go along if you have tension or strain or you just don't like it with a position that feels better for you, but try not to move your lower back just yet. Exhale, keep it as still as you can. Breathe deeply. Great job. And then inhale, bend it towards you. Take your time. One more for good luck. Exhale, I think that's 6, but it's all right. Easy, don't tell anybody. You got it. And then bend it in towards you. Remove that band. Other side. Really great job. Elbows bent. And when you're ready, join me. Hit pause if you need to. Exhale, wide across your door. Make sure your shoulders don't get pulled forward here. Leg goes only as far as you have comfort and lower back stays still. And then bend it in towards you. Easy. Again, so it's counterintuitive here because people don't really realize that as they're moving their leg, their lower back is probably moving as well. So we're trying to make those joints separate. You could move your leg without moving your lower back. It is possible. They're not connected by a bone, right? Connected by soft tissue, which is different. It's not just one bone from your hip to your lower back. It's soft tissue articulating with bones. Breathe deeply. And then fold it in towards you. Easy. Again, big, strong, firm exhale without tension in your shoulders or fingers or toes or teeth or eyebrows knitting together. Don't make a sweater in your eyebrows. And then bend it in. One more time. Great job. Head heavy. Again, exhale, press wide across your throat. Take your time. Really great job. Nice work there. And then inhale, fold it in, and then switch legs again. That was really well done. You can always take a break. You can always hit pause. This other leg can be longer if that feels more comfortable. You can always put a pillow behind that knee so the leg can rest, but a straight leg is more aggressive than a bent knee. Be aware of that. Exhale, the leg is long. Now only go as far as you have comfort. Your leg may not be straight like I'm showing here. It doesn't have to be. Lift that leg up only as far as your tailbone stays on the floor, because that's connected to your lower back, and your lower back isn't moving. So one way to think about your lower back is, how does your tailbone feel? Is that tailbone shifting its relationship to gravity against the floor behind you? And then lower that leg only as far as you have comfort, and no pain or strain, and the lower back stays still. Lift up gently, wide across your throat. Your leg may not go as high as I'm showing you here. And exhale, breathe deeply. Excuse me, take your time. The leg only lifts as far as you have comfort, and your lower back is not changing its position. Breathe deeply. And lower gently, control, 2. One more time, really great job. Lift only as far as you keep the same amount of tension to the towel, not increasing or decreasing, and then lower. Now you may find that you need to have a little more tension or a little less tension as we go along, but you're not changing it every time the leg moves. You got it. Bend the leg into you, and then switch sides. And again, press it long and low. You can always hit pause. Don't you love how I say pause like it's remote control, like I'm assuming everyone can just hit their pause remotely, even though it's probably halfway across the room or whatever. Lift that straight leg up. It may not go as far as you wish it would or think it should. And lower away from you gently. Keep your elbows and wrists very still. Make sure your shoulders don't get pulled forward. Again, we're focusing on our torso placement here. The arm and leg movement is the challenge to your torso placement and your breath. 4. It's not about how high that leg can go regardless. Don't worry about it. This is not an audition for the Rockettes. No big deal. Easy breathe. Take your time. And lower away from you. 3. Control. Again, lift. The leg may not be straight at all. That's okay. Lift it up only as far as your lower back stays very still. That's a big breath in. Big exhale. Strong exhale. 2. Remember, that exhale is very strong. Inhale, ribs open and expand in all directions, keeping that lower back very still. Great, everyone. And exhale, press it down. Bend it into, remove the band, 2 feet down. Now, if you have something between your knees, to put between your knees, that's great here. Arms to the sky, keeping your lower back very still. You're going to stretch the band across your chest. Exhaling, lower back stays still. Try not to increase or decrease pressure to the towel. Inhale. You may find that your lower back decreases pressure as you pull. Try not to. Easy. Can you maintain that same sense of pressure the whole time? It's fascinating how your lower back just moves without your awareness. Breathe deeply, right? Isn't that fascinating? And then bring it back. Easy. You can really squeeze that block to help gain stability and support, specifically when you exhale, 2. And then return. One more time. Again, straight arms, pull the band out only as far as your lower back stays very still. Really great job. And then return. Now the arms are going to reach overhead. The band just stays taut. You're not really pulling it. It's just not sagging. And then inhale to return. Again, squeeze the block. Try not to increase or decrease pressure on the towel. 4. Easy. And then return. Really good job. Again, squeeze that block to reach gently. 3. It's fine to think that for some exercise, you need to have more pressure to the towel than the other ones. That's totally great. 2, right? That's great. Do the position that works best for you and find to play around with as you go along. Breathe deeply. I like that series so much. We're going to do it again. Pull it wide apart. Easy breathe. 5. Control. And then return. Easy. Again, you may just find psychologically you like putting pressure on the towel. That's okay as long as it doesn't cause you pain or strain. 4. Because sometimes putting pressure on the towel, your body doesn't like it, but you may feel safe doing it because that's what you thought you should be doing. Acknowledge that. Breathe deeply. It can be hard to discern what is effort versus what is uncomfortable feelings. One more time. Because sometimes they're very close together. Easy breathe. Squeeze that block. Return. And arms reach overhead gently. Exhale only as far as your lower back. Stay still. Try not to increase it there. Return. So try not to decrease the pressure as the arms go overhead. Breathe deeply. 4. Unless that actually feels better for you.
If that feels better, go with it a bit, breathe deeply, 3, but realize, try to make it minimal, and then return. Same thing for increasing pressure. Try not to increase unless that just feels really good to you. 2, and return one more time. Again, easy, reach it long. Excellent work, everyone. Return and rest. Remove the block. Arms wide apart. Let your knees twist to the same side. Exhale. Oh, such a good feeling. Take a deep breath and your feet stay on the floor where they were. And then return center. And then knees fall and go the other way. Gentle rotate, twist. Really nice job. Take a nice breath in. Good work, everyone. Yeah. And then return centered. Gently roll over to your side to dismount. Now we're going to lay on our side here. And I'm going to use my pillow or a rolled up towel for my ribs to be supported. I'm using a yoga block for my head, but you do what works best for you, right? Everyone's different. You don't need these exact props to be successful. Now I'm going to take the band around the middle of my top foot in the middle of the band. It goes from that foot to the same side hand. It goes from my foot, palm facing out, or palm facing me, however we're going to look at it, to your pinky finger first, thumb last. So it goes from my foot to my pinky finger. Now, grabbing the end of the band is easier. Put these knuckles on the floor in front of your chest. Press that leg long and low. And here, you may feel more comfortable with that long leg elevated up on a block. That might feel better for you. If that's you, do it, right? Resting on the floor can be aggressive, right? So pay attention to how you feel. Try not to have this top shoulder being pulled forward, even though the knuckles on the floor. Whoops, look at that. Feel free, things do happen, I do make mistakes, that's right. Feel free to put the knuckles on the floor closer to you, right? Or even on you if that feels better for you, right? It doesn't really matter. Just make your shoulders not being pulled forward. Eyes, shoulders, chest, hips, knees facing forward. One long line. Lower back is staying still. Again, you may need to curl or arch a bit as we go along for your comfort level. Take a deep breath in. Exhale deeply. Reach that top leg away from you to float up gently. Inhale to lower down. Again, take the whole exhale to float up gently. 9. Take the whole inhale to float down. Make sure the shoulder is relaxed. Easy breathe. Float, push away from you with the band. 8, you got it. Inhale, lengthen down. Try to keep the hip and knee still so the hip doesn't get to rotate back, the knee doesn't get to rotate up. Breathe deeply, 7. And that can be hard to know what's going on there. So you have a phone or something, right, with a Zoom or a FaceTime on it. Turn that on and look at yourself. It'll reflect your image back to you. What's going on with your alignment, with your joints, with your posture? 5. Is your lower back staying still, or is it slowly rounding over time? And that's hard to be aware of. 4, because you don't have any tactile feedback back there, right? It is difficult. Easy breathe. Again, the whole exhale just to hover. 3, you got it. The whole inhale to lower. 2 more there. Again, exhale the whole breath to hover. 2, nice work there. The whole inhale to lower. One more time. Exhale the whole breath to lift. Nice work, everyone. Inhale the whole time to lower. Now keep the hand on the band. Bring the elbow right on the ceiling side of your waist. Make sure the shoulder's not coming forward or back markedly. Breathe. Elbow stays on the ceiling side of your waist, close to you. All that you do is you just rotate the arm bone. The upper arm bone rotates. Elbow stays on the ceiling side, not in front, not behind, and rotate it down. Again, just the arm rotating. 9. Take your time breathing. Big, strong exhale. 8. Keeping your lower back very still as much as you can. And then return. The elbow stays bent. 7. Shoulder stays away from the front of your chest as much as you can. Breathe. But don't squeeze it back behind you either. 6. Easy. It's just pointing up to the ceiling side of your shoulder. Breathe deeply. 5. Head resting. Good, everyone. Control. Again, exhale deeply. 4. Head resting. You got it. Control. Exhale strongly. 3. Inhale, ribs expand 3-dimensionally. Again, exhale. 2. Good work, everyone. Inhale. One more time. Again, exhale deeply. Really good job. Inhale. And then bend that knee in and rest. Excellent work. We're going to switch sides. You can hit pause if I'm moving too quickly. No big deal.
So we're adding a lot more in, as you can tell. Again, it's about your breath and your torso awareness and feeling and alignment more than your arm and leg currently, right? Eventually, we will work on more things holistically in terms of, I'll encourage you to focus on your arms and legs a little more and your torso, but you're rarely going to sacrifice your torso placement to move an arm or a leg, and that could be counterintuitive for a lot of people's lived experiences. Now, on this side, you may need a lower or higher pillow and something for your head that's different. That's okay. Honor that, right? Pay attention to what you need in your life. One long line with your whole body: ankle, knee, hip, rib, shoulder, ear, eyes, shoulders, hips, knee facing forward. Breathing in, knuckles on the floor. Grab at the same side, hands that foot. Top leg floats up away from you, gently trying to keep your lower back very still, and then lengthen down with control. Again, exhale quite deeply. Let your head rest. Try not to bury your head down on that block or whatever you got that you're resting your head on. Breathing in. You can also just use your bottom arm if you're comfortable doing that. Breathe deeply. Though if you're using a pillow, that may not feel the best. Under your ribs, breathe deeply. Again, exhale the whole exhale to float, knee facing forward. 7, hip tries not to rotate back. Whole inhale to lower down. Again, exhale, reach away from you. Top shoulder stays away from the front of your body. 6, try not to squeeze it behind you either. And lengthen down. Just make sure it's not coming forward, forward, forward slowly. Exhale, gently reach away from you. 5, head resting. Good, everyone. Inhale, lengthen down. Beautiful. Again, exhale, reach long away from you. 4, really powerful. Inhale, head resting, eyes, shoulders, chest, hip, knees facing forward. Exhale, reach that leg away from you. 3, it's not about how high it goes. Keeping your body still, breathing and reaching it away from you, as if it's trying to touch the wall, not the ceiling. 2. And then return one more time. Again, exhale, keep that lower back as still as you can. Keep the shoulder open, breathing, return. Now keep the hand on the band. Just bring the bent elbow on the ceiling side of your waist, not in front, not behind. Ceiling side and elbow, not forearm. I know all these things. Again, try to make sure the shoulder isn't coming forward there. Breathing in. Exhale, the upper arm bone rotates. Elbow stays on the ceiling side of your waist. Head resting down. Eyes facing forward and unwind. Inhale. Again, make sure your shoulder isn't going forward or back. Try not to. 9. It's just a rotation of the upper arm bone, not the arm bone going forward or back with your shoulder. Breathe deeply. 8. It's unusual. I agree. Inhale. Control. Exhale deeply. 7. Big exhale. Inhale. Open those ribs up. Expand all directions. Exhale strongly. 6. Now, what happened to your lower back here? Is it slowly curling around or is it overarching? Breathe deeply. What feels better for you? Breathe deeply. 5. Maybe you're more comfortable having a bit rounded here. That's fine. You're starting out. Do what works best for you. Make sure you're not in pain or strain. And just acknowledge 4 where your lower back is. That's a great place to start. Unwind. Inhale. Great job. Again, exhale quite deeply. 3. Big exhale, keeping your lower back still. Because with that big exhale we talked about in the, day 2, we tend to want to compress as we exhale, and it's challenging not to. 2. So even though you're exhaling, you're also trying not to always round your lower back when you exhale. Easy. Breathe deeply. Really great job, everyone. And then release and rest. Excellent job. Take a break. I'm moving on to the next position. You can take a break. And again, I'm using my pillow from my pubic bone to my lower ribs. We talked about this on day 4. If you haven't visited that video, go ahead because I'm not going to review it here. Going to lay with your pubic bone and lower ribs on the pillow or cushion. I'm using a towel to support my head, though you can very well use a block, so long as your face is directly looking forward to the floor and you're not having it so far that your chin comes down to the floor, right? The big thing there is your face looks towards the floor and you're comfortable. Knees and toes down. Feet can be toes curled under. That's fine if you want that. Or toenails side down. That's fine. Palms on the floor by your shoulders. Elbows on the floor by your waist. Take a deep breath in. Exhale deeply. Allow your body to be supported on the pillow, cushion, towel, whatever you got. Inhale. Ribs expand in all directions. And exhale, breathe out deeply and feel your body be supported on the pillow, cushion. Exhale strongly. One more like that. Inhale, ribs expand. Feel that band expand around those ribs, front, middle, back, and sides. And exhale, breathe out quite deeply. Now this is different. Here we go. Going on a journey. Big breath in.
Now, big exhale. You're going to barely keep exhaling and barely lift your upper body up a little bit in the air. Keep your face looking right to the floor in front of you. Try to keep your lower back very still. Stay there for the inhale. And as you exhale, big exhale, slowly lengthen down. That's our first big torso movement. Congratulations. Breathing in. Again, exhale. Exhale quite deeply. Just reach the crown of the head across the room and hover the upper body up. It's a very small amount. You're looking at the floor where your face just was. Try not to look across the room. Easy. And exhale all the way out. We're trying to make a minimal movement to the neck, more movement to the upper back where your upper neck, where your lower neck, upper back meet the ribs. It's hardest to move there. Exhale, easy. You're trying to not also arch your lower back markedly here. That's why the pillow really helps. Stay there. Big breath in. Look at the floor right in front of your face. And exhale, exhale, exhale all the way down. 2 more. Great job there. As you hover your torso, knees, elbows, and toes stay on the floor. I know you tried to lift them. I know you think that's what it is. It's okay. We're just moving our torso, our upper body here, breathing deeply. Great work, everyone. Exhale, lengthen all the way down. One more time. Really good. Breathing in. Exhale. Exhale deeply. Hover. Reach out the crown of the head to hover and lengthen your body out long. Stay there. Big breath in. Really great job. And exhale, lengthen all the way down. Really nice work there. Now I'm going to change the arm position. Arms are going to go long by your side. Let the shoulders come forward towards the floor. Breathing in. Now, as you hover your torso, you're going to also draw the shoulder blades back towards each other quite a lot. Your fingers can be on the floor or off. Everyone's a little bit different there. Breathing in. As you lengthen, return all the way down. Great job. Let your body rest on the pillow. So as you exhale, exhale deeply. Let your hips rest to the pillow. Upper body barely hovers. Shoulder blades draw together quite strong. Fingers on or off the floor, your choice. Breathing in. And exhale all the way forward and down 4. Great job there. Breathing in. Again, exhale. Lift and hover. It's a small hover. Draw your shoulder blades back towards your spine. Breathing in. Let your hips rest on that cushion. Legs are soft. All the way. Try not to press into your knees or your toes. 2 more to go. Again, exhale to hover. Look at the floor right in front of your face. It's a small motion. Big inhale. Really good job. And exhale all the way down. One more time. Great work. Breathing in. Again, exhale, lift and hover. Shoulder blades draw together strongly. Stay there. Big breath in. You did really, really well. And exhale all the way down. Bring your hand underneath you. Roll over to your side to come out of there. Excellent work. Come on to your hands and knees. Now, if your wrists bother you on your hands, you can use 2 towels here. Fold it up to elevate the heel and palm of your hands higher than your fingers, and that may help you, right? Knees under hips, shoulders over wrist. Spine nice and long, right? So we're not rounding your lower back there or arching it markedly. Like your neck, your lower back has that natural arch. Breathing in. Expand the ribs. As you exhale, bring your chin to your chest, tail to your face. Press the back of your body up into the ceiling behind you. Push the floor away from you strongly. Look at the top of your thigh bones. Stay there. Take a deep breath in. Great. And exhale, just lengthen the crown of the head out. Let the tailbone reach long to return. Make sure you come all the way back where you came from. Breathing in. Good job. Exhale, bring your chin towards your chest, tailbone to breastbone. Look at your thigh bones. Press the back of the ribs up into the clouds behind you. Really reach, as if you're pressing the ribs to touch the clouds. Tickle those clouds with the back of your ribs. Breathing in. Good job. Look at your thigh bones. Relaxing your shoulders. And exhale, reach the crown of the head and tail away from each other long to the beginning. Breathing in. 3 more. Again, push the floor away from you. Chin to chest, tail to face. Round your spine quite strongly. Stay there. Keep rounding more. Even though you're breathing in, you're rounding that backbone as far as you have comfort. And exhale, tail goes one way.
Crown of the head goes the other. Return to the thing. Small arch to your lower back and neck. Not tremendous. One more time. Exhale strongly. Chin to chest. Tail to face. Push the floor away. Round, 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 round. Stay there. Round more. Big breath in. Rounding more as far as you have cover. Expanding the back of your body. And exhale, return out nice and long. Big exhale, crown of the head goes one way to the wall, tailbone towards the other side of the room. And then rest. Excellent work. Congratulations, that was day 5. We did a lot, right? We laid on our back, we laid on our side, we laid on our stomach. We actually moved our torso today, which is what people first think of when they think of Pilates. They think of like curling forward, which is the last thing we did today, because I find that people need less of that movement in their life. They need more to understand how to move their heart without moving their neck. So that's why we did that laying on your stomach as the first movement proper of your torso. I find that is really pivotal for people to help them have more freedom in their daily lives, right? There's also a lot of conditions that are contraindicated for curling forward, and that we're in a big population here, so it's safer to go what is best for the general population. I talked a lot, I know. The band really helps support your leg. In case I didn't talk about that in the beginning, that's why we did that. Your leg is actually quite heavy, no offense, it is. So it's really challenging to your torso placement to lift that leg by itself without some assistance, at least laying on your back. Laying on our side, the band wasn't as assistive as it was giving you some feedback about where your leg was in space. I actually made the leg a little bit more challenging there, but it's a different position for your body. I find it's less aggressive for people to use the band laying on their side than when they lay on their back. It's more supportive. I'm not sure that mattered to anyone out there. Regardless, I hope you enjoy day 5. Remember to practice. Go back a few days. Start at day 1. Do day 1 through 4 in like an hour. Funny how that works. And see how you feel doing that. Get used to that principle. Then when you come back to number 5, you may feel that you're much more acclimated to not only the dialogue, but the feelings and the goals of the exercise. Because again, it's quite different than arms and legs and worry about the rest later. It's the inverse, right? My name is Eric. This is Nucleus Strength. I look forward to exercising with the future and getting stronger. Yours in good health. Take care.